When it was announced that there was stimulus money coming for individual taxpayers, people were really thrilled and exciting. It's been several weeks. Many people have gotten that money direct deposited into their accounts, but many people have not, even though they filed an 18 or 19 tax return and met the criteria. So, what's going on? Well, it turns out that if you filed an 18 or 19 tax return and you met the criteria based upon the most recently filed return, that if you had asked for a direct deposit of an overpayment, you would have gotten the money direct deposited into that bank account. Now, let's say your account changed, or you owed money, or you had asked for an overpayment to be credited from 18 to 19, or from 19 to 2020. Now, the IRS does not have a bank account on file that they can direct deposit this money into, and you have to do something about that. There is a website. We've provided the link for you. I'm asking you to follow that link. Got a couple of screenshots that are going to be going through this video. Take a look at those screenshots. But I want to give you this very specific information that you need so that you can go on to the IRS website, assuming it's not overwhelmed and crashing, which it has been for quite a while because so many people are going on and trying to check where their money is or change their bank account or update their information. So it has been extremely busy, and that's been frustrating. But assuming you can get onto the site and start filling in the questions for the IRS to be able to identify you as the right person to put this information in, then this is what I want you to be aware of. If you filed a joint return, then you have a taxpayer and a spouse. Even on my tax return, I am the spouse, my husband is the taxpayer. So take a look at your most recently filed tax return. Again, that could be 18 or 19, whatever was most recently filed. If the first name on that return is the husband, you're going to go with the husband's social security number and date of birth. Okay. Next, they're going to ask for your address and your zip code. Again, the IRS only has what you've reported most recently. So if you've moved, you're going to have to use your old address and your old zip code because this is how they're identifying you. Once you get through that screen, you're going to go on to another screen. At that screen, the IRS is again making sure you're the right person. They're asking for your adjusted gross income. You can find that on your tax return, line 7. And if your adjusted gross income is below the maximum allowable, then they're going to, again, let you through the site. So it's adjusted gross income, and then they're going to ask, did you get a refund or did you owe money? Now, if you owed, obviously you click what you owed and you put that amount in on the line that says how much did you owe. And that amount would be found on line 22 of your tax return. So adjusted gross income is showing up on line 7, and the amount you owed on your most recently filed return is on line 22. Now, if you had an overpayment that got direct deposited, the IRS should already have put money into your account. If you change bank accounts, then you're going to have to give them the amount that shows on line 19. So put that amount in, and then you'll be able to move to the next screen and put your banking in. If you had an overpayment, but you didn't get a refund, you asked for the money to be credited to the following tax year. Again, if it was an 18 return, you asked for it to be credited to 19. If it was a 19 return, you asked for it to be credited to 2020. Then you're going to put 0 as your refund amount. 0, because you got nothing back even though you were in a refund position could have asked for a direct deposit, or you could have asked for a credit. So that amount is not going to show up anywhere on your tax return because I'm telling you to put in zero. Once you put in this information, your screen should go through to the next spot where they let you put in your banking. And in that screen, you're going to put in the routing number and the bank account number. And then they should say, congratulations, or something to that effect. You've successfully updated your information. And then what we're hoping is that money gets deposited pretty quickly. So I wish you luck. I wish you patience, and hopefully you'll see some money coming from this stimulus bill. And I hope this was helpful.